Hello! You probably clicked on this video because you had this type of frustration with JourneyMap as I did. Here's the background. Me and my girlfriend play on our own little Minecraft server and do our things as we usually do. As she doesn't have a powerful computer at home, she usually either plays remotely on my laptop using Parsec or on her brother's PC. As we like to keep waypoints of our surroundings and see the whole map we already explored, we chose a mapping mod, like JourneyMap. Of course, we had to transfer the data every now and then, so it was kept in sync, but beyond that, everything was fine. And then we forgot to transfer it once back to my laptop. But that shouldn't be a problem, we can just import it later, right? Right? Well, yesn't is the answer as always. Yes, JourneyMap allows exporting and importing of data, however, that data transferring is just very, very lightweight. Instead of merging the data as you might expect, it's as if you merged the two folders and pressed yup, overwrite the existing files, please. So not only do the waypoints just not merge at all, even though that is the easiest one to do, the map tasks are just straight up replaced. Okay, well, that wouldn't be an issue if each chunk was an individual image, but that isn't the case. It's whole regions, basically chunks of chunks. So that drove me mad enough to write the script, and I'm gonna share that with you now. Okay, I prepared a little something here. Let's take this demonstration here. This is like, let's say player 1 or data point 1 from the data we want to merge. This is how the map looks like. I just went from spawn a little down, marked the savannah here, waypoints, a few, not much, no deaths, no temporaries. Actually, you know what, I must set like a temporary waypoint over here. Yeah, that's that's basically over here. We now have data point 2 loading in. The map is like a bit bigger. This certainly seems like JourneyMap failed to save something properly, but that's not my problem. At spawn I also put like this little terracotta structure, just to see what happens. There's also another waypoint over here for the cherry farm. You know what, I'm gonna just go here, explore it again, and hope that JourneyMap saves it. Okay, I hope that should work now if I go back here, save and reload it. Like here. Oh my god, JourneyMap, what is fucking wrong with you? Why are you like this? Who told you to be like this? And finally, we got the last data point, which is this third world. If you couldn't tell already, they are all like the same world. I put another temporary waypoint here just to show how that would work out. There's also a structs category. There's like, I think one in the second world too, but I didn't show that. There's another thing here. I also made a little crater near spawn. Yeah, let's merge them and see what happens. Okay, now go to my GitHub repo, and basically we're just gonna do what I put here under usage. So, I'm not gonna do this, but please install Python and ImageMagick. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's very easy. There's just easy download buttons that you can find, then just press download and install it. Because those two tools are used by the Python script to actually do the merging. And that's not even all. We need to also install a few other things here. So let me demonstrate that. Just open up your favorite terminal, like this here, PowerShell for example. Put that in here once you've installed Python, and just wait for it to do its thing. However, I already installed it, so there's no problem. Amulet will probably like be built from source or something, so things might go wrong there. I just hope they don't, because I don't want to deal with that. Also, if you don't know what Amulet is, it's basically like a Minecraft world editor, and they have their own Python package for NBT editing, so pretty cool. So I just used that for like the waypoint merging. So anyways, now that you installed these few things, you're gonna grab the data here. Basically just put it from the main branch. There's like no releases available or anything, and just click here and download zip. Then go ahead and download it, put it here, and we got it downloaded. Now use whatever unzipping utility you like, 7-zip or whatever Windows has built in. You need to extract it though, that's kind of important. Just open it up, and we have like 4 files here now. These two are the actual interesting ones. This is like for going through folders and comparing them and whatever. And this is the actual merging script, JourneyMap merger.py. So you're gonna open another terminal in here. After brutally killing the Windows Terminal app, we now have a working terminal again. Anyways, open it here, and we should be like in the path wherever this is. Basically, if you just do pi and then specify where this file is, like this, you should just be able to see how to use it. There's like an explanation if you put this flag -h here. It's quite simple. You put like one path, another path, and more paths, and that's it. You just like need to figure out what paths go where. So let's do that. Let's grab the data. So because I'm using Prism Launcher, ignore that. Because I'm using Prism Launcher, I can just go to the instance where I have my data saved, click on folder, and in .minecraft, which is then wherever your data is saved, figure that out yourself. We can see all the Minecraft data and other things. We need the JourneyMap folder. And then under data, we can find things. We have MP and SP. MP is multiplayer, SP is single player. I hope that makes sense. Because we had like single player maps, we're gonna go here, and it uses basically the world name. Under multiplayer, it's by server name. So if you change that and your map data is gone, this is why. Anyways, these are our three folders. We don't need to necessarily copy them away from here. In Minecraft, we could have also just went ahead and like pressed import and export in the JourneyMap settings to basically get them, but we need them as folders. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just shift right click and click copy as path. And then we can use that for our script. So the first path that we need to specify for our script is, wait, let me make this a bit bigger. The first path we need to specify is the output path. Basically, because we merge all the data, we also have to like put it somewhere. So use a path that is like not used. So I'm just gonna put here demo4. Of course, put that like in quotes if you have spaces in there, because that's just how the terminal works. And now come basically all the paths that you want to merge. So this is path number 1, space, path number 2, that's very simple to remember for me because of this. And paste another time. And yeah, this is basically it. Now there are a few issues you have to keep in mind with when you try to use Windows paths. For some reason, Windows decided that the backslash was a good option to use as a remove any trailing backslashes, and if you see it in front of an N, an R, or whatever other character, you should also just make it either a double backslash. Anyways, if you just run it, you can already see like which paths it uses. So if you want to verify that everything is correctly, just look here. It literally tells you. It also shows like the output path. Anyways, now comes the confirmation part. Because I want to make sure that you don't mess this up in any way, I made a few confirmation prompts. So yes, we confirmed the paths. Anyways, after fixing that marvelous fuck up, if you now type yes, it will say, okay, we will merge the following things like the world map and the waypoints, because that's how it does it by default. And it says here, yeah, last confirmation. Are you very sure about everything you've specified? Yes, we did. So now it actually does the merging. And it's quite quick because it's like just a few little files. I will demonstrate it on something else, how long it can take. Now that we did merge it, the files are here. It shows our waypoints thing, the overworld data and whatever. And we're just gonna copy that over here. And now I'm gonna start Minecraft again and recreate the world once more to show the merged data. Anyways, we're back in business, so I'm just gonna recreate, set it to 4, and then we're just gonna wait. And ooh, would you look at that? I don't know if you guys saw that for like a split second, but the crater was here on the map for a second. But now, as the world is getting recreated and the map is loading, it slightly changed and the crater is gone because JourneyMap updated that part. Anyways, here are the two spawn point waypoints. That's a tongue twister. On the map itself, we can see that whatever marvelous fuck up JourneyMap did over here is still there. The mountain waypoint is here. The I can't read that waypoint is there. The temporary waypoint is here. Two of them even. The savannah, the single tall bamboo as I called it, and the ruined portal are there too. Now let's look at the waypoint menu. As we can see, there's two structs groups. Why the hell are there two structs groups? Because if you hover over it, you see ID. They're not the same. That's just how groups work. They get assigned an ID, so you can change the name as much as you want without JourneyMap having a stroke. The two temporary waypoints are in a different ID group that is named, like has an actual name, so they're both in here. Same thing for the default waypoints. They're all here in that beautiful group. So as you can see, everything got merged, everything looks beautiful, and here comes the best part. You can export it as a map and it doesn't crash. I know this doesn't sound really crazy, but when I was trying to do this, I was struggling so hard because whatever library JourneyMap was using was so picky about how PNGs are saved and what data they have in there that I was like, bro, how the hell am I ever gonna make that work? But it's also weird that it's taking so long. Did it crash again in the background? Oh, never mind. There we go. Holy hell. It actually saved it. Yeah, look. Look at that. The entire map saved with a beautiful grid. This great thing that JourneyMap did. Everything is here. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that fucking awesome? So yeah. It just works. It just works. If my script doesn't randomly error out while I try to demonstrate it. Also, did I mention that I want to demonstrate how it looks like on a real map? Like for how long it takes? Okay, here in real time, the server map of me and my girlfriend. Enjoy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, where was I? Okay. Enjoy. And that's it. It takes a whole lot longer, as you can tell.